Chekhov.
Did he
What
have
did
a
you call
gun?
me?
Nice, Leo.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right, do we want to try to kick this off?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, why not?
Picked.
All right, let's start. We're going to do a little mini top 5 here, which we always start with a roll call.
Hold up, I have to get past this teleporter because I always. No. Okay.
Every
Hey, man,
time.
here. Uno.
Stupido
Second
here.
teleporter.
Dose.
Sure.
Chalk banana.
Number 1
Yes,
in
sir.
Uga's heart, though. I am number 1 in Uga's heart.
I thought you were number 1 in Isaac's heart.
Well, I can be number 1 in more than one heart.
You
Can
could
you?
be.
Just
Are
call
You
you?
have
the
more
dog.
than one
Question.
best friend.
I mean, Isaac did say I say wise things. Sometimes.
Well, all right.
We need a
Lightly
dash
edited.
torpedo, too.
Chalk banana. Trace.
Leo Pollersbeck Quattro for
Hey,
your San Diego Padres,
That's
which is also Spanish.
All of them are. Good call. And number 5 in our hearts, and number uno in our hearts. Number 5 on the draft board, but number uno. Griff.
Something
That's what I'm
like
trying to
that.
say. Griff. Where
Ever
Dose or Trace are gathered, there's Griff in their midst.
Translating's hard.
Why
Let's
are we
top- hang
speaking
on.
Spanish?
What is top in Spanish? Primo cinco.
Primo?
I think it'd be
Cinco
Cinco
Primo.
Arriba because you put the subject before the descriptor in Spanish.
Shouldn't you know?
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Okay. Like you live in Texas.
There.
Yeah, I live in
So?
Texas and I took 4 years of Spanish. 2 in
And
high
you have
school,
those
2 in
Minnesota
college.
nachos as a cultural staple. So I figured
Yes,
you'd
of
pick up
course.
a little bit.
I disappoint my heritage every time I make them, but they're so good.
What were the ingredients again? It was cheddar cheese.
Or Colby Jack, and you can mix it up.
A
Yep.
Fiesta
Ooh,
blend,
wow,
perhaps.
don't get too
Yeah.
spicy here.
It is
More than one cheese? I don't know if I can handle that.
It's just a chip, refried beans, and a solid
Oh, yeah, that's the whitest
That's it.
shit I've ever heard.
slab
You don't
of
even.
cheese cut straight from a brick from like Kroger.
Yeah. I'm not
Yep.
saying that I haven't made, eaten, and had those often, but I'm just saying that's definitely just white as
Meat
fuck.
is optional, as is any other sort of vegetable.
Right.
Any other? What was the first one that allowed that to be an other?
What, any vegetable? You can have pickled jalapenos. You can have pico. You can have onions.
Okay.
Yeah. There's other kinds of vegetables.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So we
What's
haven't
top in
met
Spanish?
Arriba?
Got it.
Unless you're talking about the other kind. Sorry,
Hey.
go ahead.
El Papo.
No.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that one.
Well, it depends
Is
on
that
the
not
gender of the person.
It's
Could be
been
lot.
It does.
La
That is
Papa.
masculine.
yeah. Wait, was that what tapas restaurants are? Because I've been doing it wrong.
No, that's TAPAS.
I think that's an episode of South Park.
Oh man, I do love tapas. That is great.
Tapas.
Women on top. Let's go. So
La tapas.
la tapas. Las
No, it's
tapas.
last tapas because you have an S on the end. Come on, guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Sorry, my half semester
Who?
Spanish isn't working out.
The S
I
on
only
the
know
end
how to
is
say
allegorical
beer,
as well.
bathroom, and give the check to that guy.
Cerveza. I forgot.
Baño.
what it is.
Baño, and
Baño?
I'm pretty sure
Or El
Czech is
Baño.
La Quinta or some sort of shit like that.
That's
It's
the hotel.
Quinta, that's a hotel.
No,
That is Spanish for
not
next
La
to Denny's.
Quinta,
Oh,
but that is
he knows
Is
that one because
is
the
that a
hotel
does
is named
hit.
that.
joke?
that does fucking hit. The Denny's next to the local La Quinta here just closed.
Is that a Mike
Check.
Birbiglia joke?
I do believe it is a Burbiggs joke, yes.
Yes.
That's a good one. I'd never heard that
love
before,
great.
actually.
Yeah, I got to see him live once. He's pretty
I've
pretty
seen
great.
him live
Hey man, how'd you not get what
3
check is?
times.
It's
Man,
check.
Stupido, when we get together next week, is it going to be like the
Fuck
widest
off.
time ever?
Was there any question already?
You guys are gonna be sitting around drinking fucking
Oh.
Busch Light,
Vlog
eating a
every
hot
bit of
dog
it.
or some
No,
shit.
no, no. We're going to be drinking like
Corona.
the basest seltzer, with a Tums, a
Please.
can of Tums right
With
there,
the fucking
and
Tums,
a
yeah.
Vlog all of
a
it.
mild salsa.
White
That's
Claw.
what Yeah.
A fucking taco that's just a flour quesadilla and cheddar
Yep.
cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
Unflavored beef.
Yeah.
Tofu in it. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
So we are getting
Uh,
together right now
Socks and sandals.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
because we haven't talked in a
Hawaiian
while,
print button up.
and we've all been super busy. And we are going to wear jerseys. We were already talking about coordinating jerseys
Yeah,
when
we're
we were
already
in Maui.
coordinating.
Yeah, the one
They're
guy-
gonna
one guy
roll
got
up and they're
white.
fucking like if they'll be like they're gonna walk up and every person they encounter they're gonna be like if you were a real fan you'd know that our jerseys combined make up 2/3 of the outfield from 1983. Fucking lame ass fans. Your socks and sandals and shit. I feel eating your fucking white people tacos. Sounds
Who
like a
did
great
you-
time.
Who
We
did you
walked
get in
in
your
and-
Cardinals jersey?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Molina.
Nice.
What jerseys are you wearing? And okay, so Molina, but like what? Is it like a regular home one or like an alternate or what?
It's the off-white cream.
Nice.
Ooh,
With like
So
the
then-
cursive font one, like with the
Yeah.
bird on the front on the
Yep,
back.
yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Bird.
I might wear
Or-
my Flaherty blue one then.
Okay.
Like a turn back the clock blue, like or like you know that sort
They
of
have
blue
a
one?
Sunday. They have a Sunday alternate. I do have a turn back the clock Aussie, like pullover 80s uniform, which is pretty
Like
sweet.
powder blue.
Powder
or-
blue, yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw that one because like an interleague game, they played against the Mariners. Or I happened to catch a game where they were wearing those, like turn back the clock.
Yeah, so that's what
Powder
they
blue.
have now. Is they have a Sunday alternate, which is like it is powder blue and button down, so it's pretty nice. I have that in the Flaherty. I have the cream, like Stupido has for a Walker. I have an old school red batting jersey, like batting practice jersey, spring training
Oh
jersey.
yeah.
at Pools.
Yeah.
I won't wear that anymore though because it's like 20 years old. How long have I been out of high school? It is 23
A
years
while.
old. Yeah. And then I have the Aussie one. So, and then we have Phillies ones that we're going to wear to the Guardians game on
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I just always rock my Sunday cream Mariners Griffey one. Always.
We should just cut it off before the Mariners and call that a podcast. So
I do
we're getting
have
together.
a
That's a
Kenny
nice jersey.
Lofton jersey, but it's an Indians jersey, and I don't think that's good to wear anymore.
Yeah, you're like, I mean, Kenny Lofton's not cool enough for me to rock the Indians jersey
Right.
for him. Like, you know.
I feel like Kenny Lofton actually had some stuff happen afterwards, which is not great, which sucks because I also love Kenny Lofton.
but like
Really?
makes
I'll
it
have to
even
look
more
now.
of
I
like
might
you
have to throw the thing away.
like he became problematic, so you
That one
especially
is-
can't wear him
Put
in
that
the
Yeah.
one
Indians jersey. You know,
There's
you can
two
fucking
issues
rock
with
J
that.
Ram, but you can't be rocking
Yeah.
Kenny
Two
Lofton
wrongs
in
make
that
a
shit.
right. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
I'm good, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah,
The
that's
jersey's
actually
wrong and the player is wrong. I can wear it.
Yeah,
What are
it
you
makes it
talking
right.
about? What are you talking about? Native Americans are highly celebrated people. They have sports teams named after them.
exactly.
Kelly. It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Look at any of the things those people do.
Did you hear that your podcast for them is gone? Like they're going to take it away?
What? Huh?
The It's Always Sunny podcast is.
Oh.
they're not
Yeah,
doing
I mean, I kind of figured they hadn't done it in like a while, and like the last like few of them that they did, you could kind of tell that they were maybe like, man, fuck this, because like obviously they weren't getting like paid or anything really for it. So like if you get super busy, all of a sudden you're just like,
is that an allegory for us in this podcast?
Oh no.
Oh no!
I don't know.
No.
Do you have any expectation of being paid ever? Because I don't, so it doesn't rub me the
I
wrong
don't
way.
know.
But like,
I don't.
if you're like a rich actor, then like, yeah, I'm sure you're just like, well, fuck me, dude. I could just like be doing something, making a lot
Something
more during
makes
this
money,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
instead of just like,
acting.
yeah, like we could just be like, I think really
swimming
what
in
the
my
kicker
pool of
was
cash.
too like the strike stopped it. Like that was the last episode was the strike stuff, and then they're just not coming back. But the real kicker was when they were like doing the new season. In the beginning of it, they were like, "Oh, it's kind of fun to do the podcast while we're like in the writers' room and stuff." But like by the end of them filming and editing and where it was like releasing, you could totally tell they were just like, "Fuck this, dude!" Like we're already doing shit for this show all day, like.
Yeah.
So I get it. And that was like kind of when it stopped too. It was like when the new season was like coming out.
So we are just getting together to discuss how life has been and how busy we've been and such like that. But we are still planning on finishing off the new top 5 with
You're gonna finish 'em?
Copernicus. Hell,
Copernicus.
we're gonna
The devil.
finish them right off,
The devil.
right there.
No.
The devil.
Insert Jersey Devils camp.
The devil.
The Devils. Ah!
And then we have some other guests lined up, so we'll be back to normal content sooner than later. But
We actually have
things
a
have been
big
happening.
surprise for our guest after Copernicus.
We do.
I think it's a big surprise mostly for us, but yes.
It's a surprise even for me because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, you'll figure it out.
Yep, you'll find out that night.
You'll find out soon.
But there might be one
Down.
between that. I don't know where we're going to slot because we're meeting up with somebody, couple somebodies.
There
Several
might
somebody.
be
Might
some
be a small
on the road
recording.
podcasting.
So
Might
that
be.
might come out even before
With
that.
some
But there is
people.
a special thing coming out in the next few episodes.
Yes.
We're not dead. We're going to continue making episodes.
We're just very busy. So what have you
Well-
guys been doing that you're all very busy about? I know actually, Leo, why don't you start off? Because I don't think you are busy. I think you just
I'm
taking the
not
summer
busy.
off.
Busy
Yeah.
taking the summer
I'm in
off.
summer vacation. I literally just relax every day. It's great. So I'm the least busy in that I'm not.
I'm gonna fly you up and help me with my copious amounts of projects.
No, thank you. I'm quite good.
Banger.
I'm good.
No, thank you.
I do have to report back like semi soon.
3 weeks
But-
probably, right?
My kids start in
Our
3
first
weeks.
day is August 15th.
I think,
How was your first year of teaching?
Start was awful, but past that it was really good.
Good. I'm glad you stuck with it, buddy.
Going back for a second year, so that should tell you something.
Yeah.
I hear no bell.
And they're letting you
130
come
new
back.
kids.
So
I didn't get fired. That's
Yet.
something. Well,
feel like they
Always
probably would have
good.
done that by now.
oh yeah, they would have.
I feel like I
Well,
keep
that-
seeing news stories about people having sex with their students. So the fact that you didn't do that
I-
makes you just basically the best
Yeah.
teacher ever.
I mean
Or the worst.
The bar's
My
pretty
contract-
fucking low,
my
but you
contract
can
was
stumble
renewed.
over it.
Yeah. Way to go, buddy.
Yeah, nice.
You did
I think
it.
school starts the 3rd week of August here. My girlfriend's first day is the 12th. I'm assuming it's
Ours-
the week before school starts.
Ours are starting early this year.
Oops.
They're switching to a new schedule, and so they shorten the summer to get to it.
Yeah, Fridays off.
See.
No, it's funny. They
Gross.
call it a year-round schedule, but it's not a year-round schedule because they still have summers off. So that's
I
not a
hate how
year-round schedule.
they've always done that shit.
But the way their schedule is before, because here in the state I live in, the state determined the start date and the end date.
Yeah.
You had no
yeah, that's
choice.
how it is here. Yeah, that's how it is here too.
But they finally, over COVID, they changed the laws to where each individual, they still have bands. They have to start within this week and this week.
Yeah.
So they're moving to the earlier one because the way the semester schedule worked in high school, you would have your winter break and come back, and the first week were finals because of the way the number of days worked.
That used to happen to us.
So they
Yeah, that
shifted
used to happen to
everything
us
back a
too.
week to
Yeah.
now get finals right before winter break and then come back into your new school.
Leo,
your
we
new
fell off
classes.
together.
We did.
Here
sure.
they're going to 4-day weeks in a lot of like places, like not in like especially in the smaller areas. And then like luckily the school district that my girlfriend works for, they're not like the state, like you said, like determines, like state education office determines when all the schools have to start and end and like the number of days and like if snow days and then like if they have to add on to the end and stuff. But the school district she works for was a school district before Idaho was a state, so they don't have to follow any of the fucking rules.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
Make up
just
their
like
own damn stuff.
grandfathered into their own like shit, basically. So like there was years where we would have to like, because I went to school in the other district and on the other side of town. So it was like there was a year where we had like extra days added because of a crazy winter storm, and it was like the other fucking school district. They were just like, nah, we just made it to where there was less days for that year. Like we're just like motherfuckers. Squidward meme out the window.
I gotta ask. They're just like, I know people work 5 days a week, and I know that we don't provide funds to help families do anything.
Yeah.
But we're gonna now make your kid go home for 3 days every week as opposed to like taking care of them for 2. So we're still a glorified babysitter because we're not teaching. But
here
we're only not teaching for 4 days now, not 5.
Here it's purely for budget shit. It is purely just that it has nothing to do with like any sort of like studies have shown that 4 days is better, or like any sort of like politics where they're trying to like shut down schools or whatever. It purely is just like the third biggest school district in the state has been like billions of dollars in debt for years. And they're finally just like, if we go to 4 days a week, we can save X amount of money each year. Like, it's just like a matter of fucking survival.
I can only imagine like what bus cost is each day.
Why would
especially
those?
That isn't real. How can
why
we
wouldn't
when debt's not real?
Why wouldn't you raise taxes?
The issue with that, so
we can't do that.
It's different everywhere, but this specific school district, it has and it's really weird because it's actually not like in the liberal part of town. The liberal part of town has the school district that doesn't have the rules, but it is basically that like the for something like 10, maybe 15 or 20 years ago, someone like drastically mismanaged a bunch of funds like in the stock market, and it fucking just fucked them, and then it's just exponentially spiraled into debt. And every year, like they've tried to do something and it's just never worked. And it's just like, it's been going on like that for years. And then so the school district's gotten shittier. So then people go to the other school district and they move. And then like new houses are being built in like the other parts of the school districts and not that one. So like then people leave and then you have less taxes and blah, blah. And meanwhile, the state the entire time is just like, fuck you. We are not bailing you out because we're already trying to spend the least amount of money on it as possible. Like,
I was gonna say, like, if a school district mismanages some money, yes, that sucks. But that's why there's like 17 layers of government on top of them to both collect taxes and then
it's literally just like, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more to it too, obviously, but like it basically is just kind of turned into like a cluster. There probably isn't, honestly.
Who aren't gonna fuck. I'm really trying hard not to curse because my daughter, who you guys just had a conversation with, which kind of scared me, but she asked me to stop using bad words. And I can't not use bad words in situations because, unlike Stupido, I don't have filters. I am this all the time. You guys get me like this. My wife gets me like this. Work gets me like this. There's only one version of me.
Hot and bothered.
And so, hot and yes. And kind of craving some nachos at the moment, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, that does sound good. Well, it's just one of those things too where it's dumb because like sometimes like you could just say like in the scenario, the example could be like maybe someone in charge of the shit was like they were just dumb and they fucked up, but then like the unwillingness to just like bite the bullet on it has just, or then, someone runs for the school board saying, I'm going to fix this problem by applying for these funds from the state. And the state's like, yeah, go for it. And then that person turns out to just be like a dumbass and they don't actually do anything. Or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Leo,
shit just seems like it can spiral.
No, I missed hole 3.
Damn.
Why do you have a -9 score though?
Because I have.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, hole 3.
Go Leo.
2. Thank you.
God damn, crazy.
But here's what it is. First off, Stupido didn't play for some reason. But I was 6 below par, and Leo is 30 below par.
That's why I don't play anymore.
I'm just having a good time.
I agree. Stupido, you're not going to play?
No, I'm out today.
Okay.
I don't. The real story is I don't have a mouse in this room right now.
Okay.
Got it.
Amazing.
Touchscreen.
mouse.
No, yes, but not easily. It's a small screen. My normal screen's bigger. It's a long story.
Okay.
We'll share a photo of my closet right here.
What
Yes.
what have you been busy with, Stupido?
Man, how long has it been?
6, 7 years?
Wow, it's been 93 years.
I'm tired of this,
Let's
Grandpa.
see. Family took a trip to LA.
Ooh.
And a bunch of work, and without going into too many details to dox myself, we got a new vehicle.
Nice. Give me that license plate and I'll. I mean, what?
I actually I myself just got a new license plate.
Oh,
Like,
really?
just decided to get a new plate, or
In Pennsylvania, 3, 4, I don't know however many years ago, had to be longer. That had to be a long time ago. There's like a series of license plates that were made at this one place, and the paint that they used did not adhere to metal.
oh,
So after
People
like
would've
3 or
kept
4
it.
years, they all started bubbling, and they just like all the paint wears off. And
You're
so
saying, what you actually are saying is that the prison shop used shit paint.
basically, yes.
Yeah,
Not only did
okay.
we cheap out on labor and decide to
They
basically
cheaped
employ
out on the paint
slaves,
too.
they also cheaped out on the paint.
It couldn't even accomplish the one task of a license plate. What's the one
Yeah.
task of a license plate? Remain painted so you can read it.
Read the
Like,
letter.
Show,
Yep.
Well,
show
what the
3 numbers
fuck?
and 4 letters.
I
It
don't know if
literally
you're
is just
familiar with the Great Historical Highway from the East Coast to the Inners, but the Pennsylvania Turnpike is kind of a big deal, and it's like the main thoroughfare across Pennsylvania, and so no one would replace their license plates because they all
Didn't read
switched
it.
to readers and they can't read it. So like no one was paid.
Yes.
And eventually cops started pulling people over and be like, you don't have a legible license plate. They're like, yeah, it's not my fault.
Yeah, it's like
And
you
so-
fucking gave this to me. I can't get
Yeah.
a new one. Like,
Like,
what do you
yeah.
mean?
So they started having
Yeah.
events on Tuesday from like 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. at AAA's and being like, hey, come fill out the form. We'll send you a new one. Well, no one goes to that because they work or have to
Yeah.
watch their kids because of a 4-day school. Oh my God, I'm so pissed about that. And so eventually, like your mechanic started being able to give you a card to mail in. And I had a
Dude, they are like, this was like a fucking
Yeah.
issue for them. Like, they
Yeah.
are,
my
holy
license plate
shit.
has been basically
Very
illegible for like a year and a half. And I know this because
They
we
just
have
sent it over to me.
yeah, we have a little like a car wash subscription, and it reads your license plate. And I've had to type
Yeah.
in my license plate for like 4
Ever. I
8
just want to
months.
say,
Yeah.
I just want to say that what you're saying is like the most Idaho shit to me ever. Like, that is shit people would do here. But just like, fuck you. You gave this to me. I'm not going to get it back. And like,
Well,
Mail it to
like,
me.
I don't have to pay for tolls. Yeah, this is great.
yeah.
Right?
And I mean, cops
it
here
just,
don't do anything.
yeah.
Don't do anything anywhere anymore.
I didn't think about the
So-
tolls though, because you don't stop anymore. It just reads your plate and bills you. And if it
Mhm.
can't read it, it's just gonna error out and open. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
people haven't been getting them for a long time.
that's fucking
Oh,
amazing.
no.
Oh my
2 or 3 year process.
god, dude, that's amazing. First time I paid a toll, I was fucking pissed. Anyways, continue. So you have to go do
Yeah.
that.
Gotta pay to drive.
The mechanic
Yeah.
finally was like, "Hey, you need to do this. Here's the form. Just mail it." And so I did, and I finally got it in. It took like 3 weeks. So
See, in Idaho, you never have to get new plates unless you like specifically ask to. You can just continuously take them off of your car, and when you just register your car everywhere, you can just put the plate in, and it'll just use
Same.
that one.
same.
Yeah, you never have to. I see people with like crazy fucking old license plates and shit. Like, but we have a really good
And the
fish
paint
one
hasn't
that I
worn
like.
off yet, has it?
Yeah.
Hell no. Like, there's a really specific one that you can tell people have had for like a bit, and they're pretty dirty from the snow and shit. But yeah, that's fucking
I thought it was
hilarious,
gonna be like
dude.
a little bit racist or something like that.
Oh no, it's like a forest background, but this one it has like a specific like puff of smoke, and then there's another one that's like has potatoes in the middle, they do not make those ones anymore. So if like you see that shit, like they're usually a lot older. But
OG license.
That's a
plate.
maintained license plate.
yeah, well, in Idaho too, you can tell what county someone lives in by their license plate, which is
Yep.
the most handy fucking thing ever. Because like
How do you compare it?
there is vastly fewer than there are in a lot of other states. Like I'm pretty sure like Kansas has like 100. A lot of states have like 100. Obviously Texas is like a little different because of size, but
Idaho
I think
has
even like Pennsylvania
44.
has like a lot. But yeah, there's that many, and
Oh,
they're all
we've
like,
got to have like 40 or 50. Yeah.
Idaho has 44.
and there used to be a few of them are kind of newer. There used to be like only like
Texas has 254.
yeah.
Yeah, but like 200 of them have like 17 people and 800 cows.
Pennsylvania has 67.
There you go.
Yeah. But even like those 44 in Idaho, like there's like because there's super specific license plate codes, and you can like there's one I'm thinking of. It's it's like 6C or something. But it's like there's only one town in that whole area. And it's super small. And it's like extremely well known that that county has like one fucking town in it. Basically, that county is just when you come back from Craters of the Moon. So it's like if you ever see that like 6C, you're just like, oh, you're like one of 50 people with that shit. Like, because only 100 people live in that town.
There's 8 of you. Nice.
But yeah, I like to know, like, because you see some shit, like you see the Northern Idaho license plates, and you're gonna be like, oh, hey, you're not from here, so that's why you're driving like a fucking idiot. Like,
So, Stupido, did you cover all your stuff that you've been busy with?
I think so. This weekend, the wife, her little sword group is having a tournament, and Saturday night is a masquerade ball.
Ooh,
Nice.
So we're going to
fancy.
get all fancy and go.
how
I'm going to go meet her friends.
Is this a sex thing?
how Mask of the
No.
Red Death
Okay.
death-esque of you
Mask of the Red Death.
esque.
Esque.
How
Yes.
did you ask how much I will be like that?
No, I was
Oh,
saying like
It was just like
You
that.
will be
that
similar
is like
to it.
that. Yeah.
Yes, I will.
Just
But it
cosplay
kinda
like
sucks
the Count Monte Cristo.
Because I wear glasses, so the mask doesn't fit on my face. So
Cosplay the guy from
Yeah.
The Princess Bride.
Just make sure that the password at the door is orgy.
Is that? First off, is
That-
anyone else frozen, or is that just me?
No, definitely frozen.
Okay.
That is a Danny DeVito quote when they go to an orgy at It's Always Sunny.
Hmm.
And they walk in, it's just like a bunch of people in masks, or like not even really in masks, and there's just like a big buffet, and it's kind of just like a casual like party. There's like not even any like sex or anything going on.
I'm just here for the food.
And the other character, literally, he says that at some point. He's like, the mac
prime
and
rib's
cheese is
great here.
great, and the
Yeah.
other character is just like, it's just like, what the fuck? That guy's not even wearing a mask. And then fucking Danny DeVito just says, yeah, he's got a good idea. This beak's getting in the way. He's wearing like the plague doctor, like masquerade mask. Picks it up and they start eating fucking mac and cheese and chicken fingers. It's like the funniest shit ever. Oh man.
Who wants to
Masquerade ball would
busy
be fun
next?
though.
Chalker.
Who wants to be
Damon?
busy next? Mine's easy. I've just been like writing.
That's good.
It sucks.
That's really good, though.
There you go.
No, it sucks, but you're
yeah,
you're
it's
in
fun,
it.
but
You're doing
it's
good.
like it's like the hardest part is just literally getting all of it like down, revising and like fixing it and shit. If it's fucked up, is pretty easy.
Yeah.
Or even if it's not easy, it's still not as much work.
Dude, today,
So-
Damon, even for like my actual job, which has been
Yeah.
just a lot lately, like a whole lot. I had to do. We're working on a project and it's behind and things aren't going right, and that's fine. But then we're also like preparing for like the next steps of those projects and trying to like make sure
Yeah.
that everyone knows, like, hey, just so you know, this is great, we're doing this, but don't lose sight of like these 70 things that we're definitely going to have to follow through on, because if we don't, you guys are boned. And so I try to get a presentation just to say, like, this is what we talked about, this is what we've gotten done so far, here's what's left, here's how to go about it. And I'm trying to write it out and I'm trying to make it perfect, because that's me, I'm perfect. And obviously that's not the case. And just being able to get it down now, and I had to say to myself like 4
Yeah.
times, just get it down, because then you're going to give it to somebody who can help you, and that's all you need to do is get the process started.
Yeah.
So like getting to that point in your ability to write, like is huge.
Yeah. It's taken me like a bit to like. It's really hard to do that too when it's like not organized very well. So spending like a lot of time sitting there organizing it is
that's what you're
very
doing is you're
helpful.
organizing the ideas and it doesn't have to get it right the first time, but getting it out there.
No,
and organization leads to better it's huge.
So I'm hoping to be done by tomorrow afternoon, probably.
Are you still working?
Yeah, but like I didn't have to like work and stuff a little bit like this week, and so but I'm still on schedule to have all this stuff in by the deadlines and be able to defend before the defended date and like get all that stuff in and ready and still allow for, the 2 weeks processing for every single step.
Awesome.
So I'm not really concerned about it because it's like I could even take like a few more days to finish the first draft and it would just cut into like a little bit of revision time that I've boxed out, which is like 4 different sessions of 14 days allotted for revision. So it's like I can eat into some of those. Like it's fine.
That's great.
Yeah. So, but I'm shooting for just tomorrow just to be done because we have some plans on Saturday. So just be fucking done with it.
I have plans on Tuesday.
I have plans.
I do too.
Tomorrow and then also Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Going golfing Saturday morning with like family friends and extended family members before I go to a birthday party for a family member. I expect to absolutely be fucking wasted by like 9:30 in the morning. Holy shit. I think I might wake up and just start with an IV. Just a little pregame IV, get a good base of fluids.
Yeah, lay down
because the people I'm going with are just like, I know 4 of these dudes, it's going to be like 8 of us, and like 4 of these fucking dudes I have seen put down lots of fucking yes. And someone requested I go to the land of Oregon for some extra special things, so I assume that that's just going to be fucked up, and especially since like we already have like a driver and shit, so I'm just like, and then we're all going to the same place afterwards, so I'm just like, oof, that might be a rough morning.
Yeah.
Rough,
my wife
but
went and got an IV before our trip back to my parents.
Good time.
Which was weird.
Yeah, my parents are kind of like that too, where I've definitely I mean, you can ask, like Bobber can attest, where we've walked out of there, but I'm like, holy shit, I think we need to fucking get a banana bag, dude. Also, I think I have alcohol poisoning.
Oh, she didn't do it for booze. She did it because every time we travel back there, we get sick because they're around grandkids who are always
that fucking too, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, she got like a booster IV. And she didn't get sick. So
Heyo.
now I'm going to be paying for IVs for my wife.
Just get you can just go buy banana bags.
I don't know what that means.
They're just the like electrolytes and fluids. You can like get them at pharmacies here.
Hey man, what does that mean?
We can't do that.
It means
here.
There's a lot of fucking
what lawless land
everywhere.
do you live in?
Like,
no,
and you just like set up your own IV?
No. It's not like an actual IV. It's just like you drink that shit. You're not IVing yourself.
Oh,
like
okay.
Okay.
It's
we've been talking about IVs, right?
Yeah, I know that you're under like you're talking about how like you literally went to to a phlebotomist and got a fucking IV, which is insane.
I think the phlebotomist is the one who takes your blood, right?
Yeah.
What?
Or do they collect stamps?
No,
that's
a
philatelist. It's a philatelist.
No, that's someone who farts.
No, I always get that one and collecting money. Collecting money is numismatology.
No, that's when you look in the stars and.
No, that's astronomy.
What's it called?
Okay, collecting stamps is
say names.
Is
no one's playing along with me.
Philatelist.
Yeah, a philatelist. Yeah,
that's someone who cuts up beef.
No,
I can't wait to see you in person. Good Lord.
Like ring your.
Have we known each other a year yet? Has it been building up for this long?
Yes.
We've been playing for a year. I won't say known in quotes, but we've known of each other.
How long have we been doing the pod?
Collecting money is numismatic.
Our first pod episode uploaded.
Well, let's see here.
Check that out. Yeah.
I don't know.
Um,
We should wrap this one up.
My first post on our server was
Hey, man,
August 27th.
Chalk hasn't talked about how busy or why he's been busy, day man. Come on.
Yeah, the whole reason we got
We
here.
redid my entire backyard.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, which is actually awesome because like my kids played outside in the lawn today, and it was lovely. My legs are all
They
eaten up.
played out there in the dirt
Like,
too,
what'd
so
you?
I don't think
They played out
Yeah.
in the dirt, yes,
Hell
but like
yeah, brother!
they actually had a
Uh,
backyard to go play in, which was cool.
What'd you do? Like new fence, sod? Like what?
Um,
Fountain? Come on, give
we
it to us.
so the guy before me who lived here, almost cut off his toe, or did cut off his toe, depending on who you ask. And so his wife said, "You're not going to mow anymore back there on that hill because it was a big hill." And they rocked the whole thing and put up like
Yes.
weird wood structures and like a water feature, and like didn't maintain it. And there was like
No.
3 different levels to the yard, none of which made any sense. And so we saw in the winter, and then in the summer, basically just like weeds grew up through all that. So then I couldn't
Yeah.
mow, and then I had like overgrown nonsense. I would weed whack my entire backyard once every like
Yeah.
10 days. And
Fuck
so
that, dude, I hate weed whacking.
there's also nine
I
and a
hate
half
whacking it.
feet between my house and the next door house. And so getting back here with machinery is really hard. So
Yeah.
they built a ramp up. They cleared out the entire back and leveled it off by taking it down a bunch. Took out the patio, the deck, all the rock, and then they did the same on the other side, which they couldn't get to. They built a 4-foot wall basically around the entire backyard and the side, which cost a lot of money.
Like
but
a
it was
retaining wall?
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah, okay.
the I'm not gonna go into dollars, but like we spent more money on the nice stone since we were doing it right and just
Yeah.
don't look at the Versalock BS. We spent more money on the nice stone than I don't know than I'm comfortable talking about. It was a lot of money.
Yeah, that shit adds up so quick.
Yeah,
Fuck. Yeah. But it's like you're
but
right. Like where a few places we lived have like nice retaining walls, and it's just like if you do it really shitty or like do it with railroad ties, then like yeah, the next like later it's just disgusting like
yes,
that. So it just kind of sucks.
and it just looks nice.
Yeah, it looks so
I
much
will catch
better.
I actually have to like yell at my wife every once in a while, like, "Hey, stop looking at the wall. We got to do something. Come on." Like she'll just like stare out at the wall and be all happy about it. So it's
Wow,
worth
is
it,
your wife my cat?
basically.
Basically.
Stop
So
staring at the wall.
that's been the last like 3-something weeks, 4 weeks. The sod is finally set. The deck guy's got basically the foundation in and the piers and stuff,
Nice.
but he's got to start putting the framing in now that he can. And now that it's not 900 degrees outside, and so that's happening, which
God,
is
how
good.
was watering that sod when it was 900 degrees outside?
Honestly, not terrible.
You have
I
sprinklers, I'm assuming, right? It's not like you had to sit out there
I
and
went and bought a sprinkler. Yeah,
yeah.
I hated
Because
it
like
like morally,
yeah. Yeah, no, it
but
feels shitty because you're like, dude, it's the middle of summer and like they're like, hey, this shit should be floating 2 times a day, and that's maybe not enough water. And you're like, my God, dude, like
yeah,
I'm
basically,
using triple the amount of water I should. Like,
yeah, I have a
but I
$300
mean,
electric bill from the ACs, and I'm gonna have probably like $150-$200 water bill. So
yeah.
yeah,
But if you don't, it just dies. Take
and
that
I
from
paid a lot of
someone
money for the sod.
who had to resod their mom's lawn after killing it when they were 14.
Fair enough.
It's
Okay,
not
man.
me, someone I know.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
me.
Mhm.
yeah. Nightman, Dayman, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was my sister. It was me.
But
You gotta water the fuck out of that shit after you sod it.
it looks really good. It like the kids get to play with it. The sod took, so we're happy about that.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
We're growing stuff in there now. I'm putting like a little like my side. I'll send you guys a picture. My
Please.
side thing is got some like native plants that I put a bunch of seed down, and I just keep it real wet and it's growing and it's starting to turn a little green, which is nice. So like I'm feeling pretty happy about everything.
Yeah,
But
it's nice that
that
it turned
and
out nice.
yeah,
You know, because it would suck
it,
if you were done and you were like, this is better, but it could be different and
still
I
hate
would
it.
like it more. Yeah,
no,
exactly. Like, that's never
I
fucking fun.
I put probably 3 years 2.5, 3 years into talking to contractors, planning this out, getting opinions.
Yeah.
Like I talked to probably 15 or 20 different contractors.
Yeah, I'm
And
thinking
so-
about like, yeah, I totally get that fucking hassle.
I put in so much work, and when I tell you that it is all worth it, I am not kidding. That's how we're very pleased. We're very pleased. So that on top of work has been crazy, just like super crazy. I just haven't had energy to do anything. So that's why we haven't met
Yeah, fair.
on my end.
Yeah, I guess also I was out of town this weekend too on the back end of Pito's trip.
And,
yeah,
and
the
next
summers are
weekend,
always like that. Even with my D&D group, we always take July off because
oh, nice.
too many
like-
vacations, and it's just not worth
It-
trying to schedule around it.
What even gets me is like, especially like it won't even be us like going out of town, or it'll be us going, like an hour or two away, but like people come into town more so.
Mhm.
So it's like this weekend, it's like a bunch of people are in town, so we have like shit to do.
Or even,
Which is fine,
I mean,
like a big good time,
man, I
but
think
still.
all of our people, well, one guy doesn't, but everyone else has kids, and it's like they want to spend time with their kids while
Yeah.
they're summer vacation or whatever.
Yeah.
So let's just take July off, and we'll see you guys in August.
Yep.
Yeah. Or you can
And
go
then this-
to and spend your free time going to weddings that you hate.
No,
I
we're
don't have
past
to
that
worry
age.
about those.
Did
Yeah.
that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was
I
a good
did
thing about
that.
not having friends in my 20s.
Oh,
I didn't have. I think I've only been to, let's see, my wedding, my dad's wedding. I've probably been to maybe half a dozen weddings in my life.
Every single wedding I've ever been to, except for like maybe two that like for people my girlfriend knew, have all been like family members or like people that are basically family members too. Like not even like friends. Like this one was my stepsister, obviously, but
I have
hate
a
it.
very large family, so I went
Yeah,
to a
me
lot
too.
of
Yeah,
weddings.
yeah,
That matters
like-
too. Yeah, I'm an only child, so
yeah. I have.
Damon, do you want to get married?
Sure, but not in like we've been to a lot of weddings over the last like probably like year and a half, like probably like
We've been taking notes.
4 or 5, and yeah, we definitely have like been walking around like, okay, like this one we went to over the weekend. I was like, if my wedding was ever like that, I would probably just kill myself, be so disgusted with myself.
My question is are you going to invite all of us?
Dude, even with
Uh-oh.
inviting literally just like not even my extended family, like my girlfriend and I can easily get to 100 people.
Oh yeah, I had that problem
That's
too.
that's how big my family is.
we didn't
So
even have
yeah.
30 at ours.
it was
Wow.
like especially because my mom's adopted, so she has like 2 families. Like
Oh wow.
and she knows her biological side of her family. So it's like, yeah, it
Man.
gets very out of hand
What?
very, very quick.
So the answer is no, but you have a BS excuse about it.
I mean, honestly, like if we did, like, or like if we do, like, it would probably just be like my parents and like my grandma.
To be fair, you only have to invite half of us because we could just do +1s with the others.
Yeah.
True.
One thing a professor of mine told me, because she's like, I didn't get an invite to your wedding. I'm like, yeah, because first off, my wedding is 10 hours away from here, and secondly, we really
Yeah.
had to trim the guest list because I have such a huge family. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not making. She's like, I'm not saying what I mean to say. I can't come to your wedding. It doesn't matter when it is because I'm going to be in Asia for that month. So invite me to your wedding because that way I have a reason to send you a present and I can get on the registry and yada yada yada. So what I'm saying, Dayman, is just invite everybody from MLR, and some
my
of them will still
God.
get you presents.
Oh,
Entire
God.
server.
Everyone
Yeah.
shows up.
560 people are invited.
Actually,
to the
how many
wedding.
people send your fiance at that point a sorry for your loss card because Dayman's dead?
At least
Dayman-
like 20.
Dayman's dead.
My mom's in shambles. She's so
That was,
confused.
that was the joke last year, Chalk.
A
during
solid
the
just
All-Star
20.
game.
Sorry for your loss.
Oh, Dayman died.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember that very well, but now I do. Yeah.
Dayman Memorial exhibition
Mhm.
scrimmage thing.
Last thing is Stupido and I are going on a trip next
Your
week.
favorite
My favorite
rocket
rocket
ship.
ship.
Is that I don't
Yeehaw,
get that.
partner.
I don't get that reference.
Little
Let
Einsteins.
the record show I had to hold myself back from doing that.
That
But I
shit
do-
plays
I do
on my
know the
head like fucking way too often.
What are you? Someone drop me a link because I don't know what the heck
It's
you're
like
talking
a
about.
it's like a kids show. Like
It's a kid show, Little Einsteins.
Yeah.
You'll find it at some point
yeah, and
for
they're
your
like
kids.
it's kind of like Magic School Bus, but it's like they're in a rocket ship instead of a school bus. And
Yep. It's really good.
it is kind of a banger.
Well, we're going to a Cardinals game at PNC with
Mhm.
Shorty,
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun.
Shorty will be there.
and then we're going to. Thank you, Leo. We're going to then Cleveland to go to a Guardians game with GG3, and I think Shorty's coming there, and maybe Petra,
Mhm. Yep.
and I think Dutch. I
Beep, beep.
keep Jorge is how I refer to him in my head
Mhm.
sometimes. But Dutch is going to come. Strawberry
give him a kiss
Jones
for me?
can't. I will not give him a kiss. Sorry.
Okay. Will you tell him that I said? I'll just tell him right now.
Okay.
Tell him meow.
Oh God, he's going to give you a kiss, Chalk.
Tell him meow.
I feel like I've been kissed by worse than Dutch.
Probably.
Probably. So we're excited. I'm excited about that. I won't speak for
Yes.
Stupido,
No, I
but
am.
I'm definitely excited about it. So
Definitely am.
were we recording? We were talking about coordinating our outfits.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then maybe we already talked about this. I'm an old man. Okay, that's all I got.
Yep.
Did you tell
it.
Dutch you're gonna give him a kiss?
He
Yeah, I
did.
did.
He did.
Okay.
Leo can.
Yep, he did. It's in a server.
I
You
would.
can't
I
see,
would
but
just
that's
like.
fine.
I would just like pull my screen over into the video, but there
yourself.
are messages from Plow in there that I don't want anybody to fucking see because they're just cursed.
I mean, two of us
and-
know exactly how Plow is, so
Yeah, I mean they're just cursed. I don't want to subject anybody to it.
Yeah, I love Plow and I love being subjected to his messages. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
and on that note, shout out to Plow. Shout out, of course, to Zand.
Dutch.
Shout out to Raj, Dutch,
gonna start
Copernicus,
reading
Hell,
the
who's
list
gonna be on the next one. Special
Hanny.
mystery guest, who's gonna be on the one after that. Special
I mean,
mystery guest number
kind of just
2.
spoiled the special mystery guest.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Special mystery guests.
Cut that.
that I
cut
just
that.
talked about 5 minutes ago.
yeah.
There's a couple special mystery guests in the chambers.
That's who I was talking about.
In the chambers.
Yeah, the ones in the chambers.
Any other shout outs, boys?
No.
There are, but none that I can think of.
Yeah, there's always shout outs.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out
Thank
to
you.
Jason Girth, who I just learned existed.
Oh yes, Mr. Girth.
Girth.
And thank
Yeah.
you for watching.